am going to do Merchant of Venice Act 1 Scene 1, the second part. Earlier I had done part 1, you probably have seen that. If not, go and watch it first, and then this is the second part, a continuation of Act 1 Scene 1. So let's continue from where we left off. That was Exeunt, Graciano and Lorenzo. We start off with that. Antonio, is there anything now? Bassanio. Graciano speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. So he says, is there anything now means, do you think there is truth in what Graciano is saying? And Antonio asks Bassanio, and Bassanio replies, Graciano speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. No man in Venice speaks so much of rubbish as Graciano does. His reasons are as 2 grains of wheat hid in 2 bushels of chaff. So his reason, that means his speech, has how much sense? 2 grains of wheat hid in 2 bushels of chaff. So it's like 2 whole bags of chaff, the dust or that residual part of after the threshing of the grains. In that 2 bags of it, if you have a few grains of wheat, you shall seek all day, you find them, and when you have them, they are not worth the search. So like you are searching those 2 bags, and what do you find? You find those few grains. How much time does it take? It takes nearly the whole of the day for you. And then at the end you realize, I spent my whole day, I wasted rather my whole day in searching for this few small number of grains. So similar with his words also. The meaning is, his words are total and utter nonsense. There is nothing worth in his utterances. 1 or 2 words here and there, and they are very few, and it does not matter if you do not get to those words of his. So the thing being said here is that he speaks little nonsense, so it's better that we avoid and do not try to find any meaning in his words. Antonio, well, tell me now what lady is the same to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage that you today promised to tell me of. He says, today you said, you promised, you are going to tell me about that lady whom you are going to on a secret pilgrimage or a secret journey to that place where she lives. So here we are talking of Portia. So he says, you are going on a secret journey to that particular place where that woman lives. Now, tell me more about it. Bassanio. It is not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled my estate. Now, before I go into the speech, let me tell you that the question is something and the answer is something else. That means he has asked to tell me about the lady, but he does not tell about the lady here. He tells it much later on. About nearly, you can say 30-40 lines later, he tells about Portia. But here he goes in a different manner, in a different topic he speaks. So he says, it is not unknown to you how much I have disabled mine estate by showing something a more swelling coat. If I make it into a simple meaning, the simple meaning is this, that and Bassanio lives a life which is way beyond his means of earnings. That means if he earns, suppose, if he earns $10,000, sorry, 10,000 ducats, or dollars for that matter, then he spends around about $1,200 to $1,500 a ducats. Then you will say, where does he get those 200 or 500 more? He borrows, he takes a loan. And this is not for only 1 month, mind you. It is a continuous process. So as a result, with time, his debts, his loans are building up. And the creditors, they are demanding, when are you going to pay the loan back? So they are growing cruel now. They are demanding his money when he is going to repay back. So that is what he says. How much I have disabled my estate by sowing something, a more swelling coat. I have disabled my condition. My financial status, I have already disabled. How? By showing a more swelling coat, by a more fashionable lifestyle, a more flamboyant kind of a life which I am leading. In leading that life, I have had to disable my financial condition. Then my faint means would grant continuance. My faint means do not allow me to continue with this kind of a lifestyle. Because as I said earlier, his expenses are way less than his expenditure. So he has to take loans. So he says, my faint means do not allow me to go nor do I now make known to be abridged from such a noble rate. Abridged means I cannot cut down on my expenses and come down to this level. It's a simple thing. I give you an example. Suppose a person is accustomed to traveling by Ola or Uber. Okay, you tell him suddenly to travel by bus or by auto. He cannot. So here is that is averaging. Okay, I am making too much of expenses. I will cut down on the expense. How? By using some other mode of transport. By changing my lifestyle. So here it says, I cannot be averaged from such a noble rate. I have been accustomed to living that high noble life. I cannot change that lifestyle. I cannot come back. But my chief care is to come fairly off from the great debts. So his chief care, chief concern, chief problem is that he wants to clear up all those debts. Where in my time something too prodigal has left me gagged. Actually, all these debts have kind of gagged him. Gagged is literally choking one, choking a person. You grip a person's neck or you stuff his mouth with a pillow, that person is choked for air. Similarly, all these roads around seem to kind of have choked me up or gagged me. To you and on you, I owe the most in money and in love. You are the person from whom I have taken the maximum number of loans and money, and also in terms of love, it is endless. That means I have taken endless loans from you. I have got endless love from you. And from your love, I have warranty to unburden all my plots and purposes. How to get clear of all the debt? All the debts that I owe, I can clear them out. How? From your warranty. Because of you, because of your warranty, I have that, guarantee that you will pay me back, or you will help me to repay back all that loan, to unburden all my plots and purposes. So you are going to help me in a way, in my scheme, whatever it is, to repay back all these debts and loans. And I pray you, good Bassanio, let me know it. And if it stand as you yourself still do, within the eye of honor, be assured, my purse, my person, my extremest means lie all locked to your vision. He is a very dear friend of Bassanio, and he is a very kind and extravagant friend who is ready to do anything for his friend Bassanio. He says, yes, if whatever plan you have made, as it's yourself still do, within the eye of honor. Within the eye of honor means whatever plan you have made, if it is honorable, just as you are, then rest assured, my purse, my person, my extremest means all lie unlocked. That is, I am ready to give you my purse, my means, my resources, whatever you need, I am ready to give it to you. If your plan is an honorable one. Like if you tell me to rob the bank, that is another thing. It's not an honorable proposition. But if you tell me to set up a particular business for you, or set up a particular shop for you, I am ready to do that. It's an honorable proposition. Now Bassanio doesn't say the proposition, he again gives an example. See, in my school days when I lost one shaft, I shot his fellow of the self-same flight, the self-same way, with more advice to watch, to find the other fourth. And by adventuring both, I have found both. Now he takes the example of childhood where he used to practice archery, and he says, when I lost an arrow in a particular direction, I do not know where it has fallen. So I would take another arrow of the same kind and shoot it in that direction with more advice to watch. With more advice to watch means very carefully, with full attention, I would watch where this second arrow is falling. Okay, I would follow that second arrow and see where it is falling. And the moment I see where it is falling, what I would do? I would take it out and look around, and in most cases I would find the first one also. So by adventuring both, that means by risking both, I would find both. I urge this childhood proof because what follows is pure innocence. Because after this is childhood example. Now whatever I am going to tell you is sheer innocence. Love you much like a willful youth, that which I owe is lost. Now see, whatever you have given me, like a willful or careless youth, I have lost it all. Okay? And that which I owe is lost. But if you please to shoot another arrow the self-same way that you did shoot the first, I do not doubt that I will watch the aim of my boat or bring you your latter hazard back again, and thankfully I could get it for the first. In simple language, if I say, Antonio, if you are ready to give me one more loan, if you are ready to give me one more loan, then what I am going to do, I am going to keep a close watch on it, and using the second loan, I am going to repay you the first as well as earlier all the loans plus this loan also. And if at all I am not able to pay the earlier loans, then I will pay you back this loan in particular. Okay, so here he takes the example of archery and he gives that example. What does he say? He says, just as I lost that first arrow and I then shot another arrow in that direction, which was a risk. It was a risk to find the first arrow. So similarly, I would ask you to take a risk on my behalf. Give me another loan. And with this loan, I guarantee you, I will pay you the second loan back, and if not the second, at least I will pay you back the first one. If not the second one, at least I will try to pay you back the first ones also, if I am successful in my plan. So, if I am successful in my plan, I will pay you back all the earlier loans as well as this one. And suppose the worst case scenario happens, I am not successful, then at least I will pay you the second loan. But for that, you have to take the risk. You have to give me a second loan. Antonio, you know me well, and herein but spend time to wind about my love in circumstances. Now Antonio gets bored. He says, what is this? You are my friend. You should speak directly what you want. Why are you going in a roundabout way to wind about my love with circumstance? With different kind of indirect talk, you are kind of wasting time. And out of doubt, you do me more wrong in making question of my uttermost. By questioning my capability, whether I am going to give you another loan or not, you are kind of insulting me. You are doing me wrong. Then if you had made waste of all I have, if you had wasted everything that I have, it would not have concerned me. I would not have been insulted. But here, the fact that you are speaking in a roundabout way, you are not speaking openly to your friend, that is what is hurting you. The fact that you are doubting whether I will give you a second loan, whether I will expose my extremist means for you, that you are doubting, that is what is causing me pain. That is what is wrong in my case. Then do but say to me what I should do, that in your knowledge may be done, and I am pressed unto it. Therefore speak. What you do is you openly and clearly you speak to me what you want me to do. Simple. Don't go in a roundabout way. In my childhood I shot arrows and this and that and all that. No. Speak directly, speak straight what you want from me. I will try to manage it, if it is within my capabilities. Now he describes about in Vermont is a lady richly left and she is fairer and fairer than the bird of wondrous virtue. So in Vermont there is a lady. She is a lady who is very rich. She is fair, more fair than the word fair itself, and of wondrous virtue. She has nice qualities also. She not that only she looks good. She has good qualities also. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair speechless messages. Her name is Portia. So she is called Portia. From her eyes I have received speechless messages of love. Now, the fact is in those days girls and women were very shy and coy. They couldn't express their feelings of their heart. You will see this as the play progresses. Okay. So that's why she couldn't openly express her feelings for Bassanio. She only expressed them through her eyes. Nothing undervalued to Cato's daughter Brutus's Portia. Now here he compares Portia of Belmont of this play with Portia of Julius Caesar, the wife of Brutus. She was also very beautiful, she was very intelligent and everything. So he says that this Portia of mine who lives in Belmont is equal to or is in no way undervalued to that Portia of Julius Caesar, who was Brutus's wife and Cato's daughter. They are both equal. This Portia and that Portia. Nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth. The whole wide world knows about her and her qualities. For the four winds blowing from every coast, renowned suitors coming from every coast all around. That is from all around the world, suitors come to marry Portia. And her sunny locks hang on her temples like golden fleece, which makes the seat of Belmont also strand, and many chastens come in quest of her. So her golden locks which hang about her forehead are like the golden fleece of the story of Jason. Okay, Jason went and his Greek hero, he along with his followers, the Argonauts, they went to that place and got that golden fleece back. So he gives the reference to that her golden locks hanging on her head are like that golden fleece. And many Jasons come in quest of power. Many suitors are coming. They want to be Jasons. They want to get that golden fleece. That means they want to get Portia. Okay. Oh my Antonio, had I got the means to hold a rival place with one of them, I have a mind presages me such thrift that I should question his before. And Antonio, I hope and I think that if I had the opportunity to stand with them, if I had the opportunity to stand with these suitors, then I have no doubt that I would definitely have been successful. Why? There's a simple reason. The simple reason is that those suitors who are coming, they are unknown to Portia. But this suitor, Bassanio, is known to Portia and she in fact loves him. So there is the reference that he may be successful, he may be better equipped compared to the other suitors who are unknown to Portia. So that's what he says. Now, before I go into that, I think I will say you a few lines regarding that. Jason said to Colchis, this is a story from the Greek mythology. The golden fleece hung on a tree on the seashore of Colchis and was guarded by a dragon. Jason sailed to Colchis with the aeronauts and with the help of Medea, the daughter of the king of Colchis, seized the golden fleece. So this is a basic small story with regard to that reference. Anyway, moving on. Antonio's last speech. Thou knowest that all my fortunes are at sea. You know very well all my ships are at sea. That is, my entire fortune is at sea. Neither have I money nor commodity to raise a present sum. I do not have the money to give you. Number one. I do not have that commodity, that what you call wealth to put on mortgage and get the money. I do not have that also. To raise a present sum, that sum which you want, I do not have. Therefore go forth to try what my credit can in Venice do. That shall be laid even to the uttermost to furnish thee to Belmont to fair Portia. You do one thing, you will use my name as a credit. So you will get the idea of a credit card. It's similar. Antonio's name is like a credit card. So you can use my name as a credit that the loan is being taken by me, Antonio, not Bassanio. Because no one is going to give money to Bassanio. Bassanio already has a number of debts in his name. He already has a number of loans in his name. No one is going to give him money. So he says, you take the money in my name. Antonio is going to take the money. Antonio will pay the money back. That will be the terms and conditions. And he is going to take the money and give it to Bassanio. Okay. So Antonio is going to take the money. The loan is going to be taken by Antonio. He will take the loan, give the money to Bassanio, and that money will help Bassanio to go to Belmont to fair Portia. Go presently inquire, and so will I, where money is. Where money is means where the money lenders are. Let's go there, and you also search, I will also search in two different directions, and we will see where the money lenders are. Let's make queries to see who will give us the money. And I have no question made to have it of my trust or for my sake. So I have no doubt that I am definitely going to get it for my trust, because of my business credit, you can say, or for my sake, or for personal relationship. That means I may know some people who may be ready to give me the money. That's a personal relationship. Or for the sake of the fact that I am Antonio, the merchant of Venice, by that name, many people will be ready to give me the money. So I don't know whichever way it is possible, but you go and inquire, I also will do the same, and then let's see whether we can arrange that money or not. So in this way concludes Act 1, Scene 1 in total, and I hope you found this video interesting as far as I have tried to explain it to the best of my abilities. If so, of course, like and share this video and share it among your friends. Thanks for watching, and of course subscribe.